Hello YouTube fans, here again and welcome to Peter News and Updates. But remember this me Undies. But yeah, Peter News and Updates, why not? But before I do all that without ado, let me show you something new. Why not? It's Peter News, it's Updates, why not? Allow me. Dun 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 dun. No, I wasn't naked. I didn't repeat myself on that one. I was wearing socks if someone saw my leg. Even though it's not the weapon for wearing socks. So yeah, you've noticed there. We've got a back bag now. It's nice and smooth. Bit like my bald head. So I'm happy. I may say PPY. We've got the audible conversation in my bedroom. So yep, I'm happy. I got the audible conversation in my bedroom. Thanks goes off the bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I've got one of them beautiful things sucking the air and giving me a nice smooth wall, nice and dry, smooth like my beautiful bald head. So I'm happy with that. I may say PPY. The only thing I'm not happy about is getting up in the morning and it was fucking snowing. Snowing. But unlike the news, what likes to make a drama out of it, unlike the news, what likes to depress people to death over it, happy to say, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't as bad as the news, wasn't as dramatised as what the news was doing, dramatising it and stirring the nation, making out it's end of the world, it's Armageddon, because we got a bit of fucking snow. For the news, which I cannot stand, you already know what I think about negative news, here's one for the negative news. For one, and I repeat my line on that, for one, to the negative news, I'm going to fucking say it how I see it. For one, every time, what month are we in? I said every time, I'm going to get to that bit in a minute. What month are we in? Please, people, let me know, because I'm going to pretend to be thick like the news. What month are we in? Are we in January? Shock. Horror. We are. We're in fucking January. What is January in the month, people? What is it? Is it summertime? Is it autumn time? Is it masturbation time? What month is it? I don't know what month it is. For people who are hard of hearing, same as the fucking thematic news, it's fucking winter time. So what do you get in winter? You get rain, you get wind. I would have said snow, but I've waited put on at the end. You know, you don't really say that at the end. You say in the second one, you get wind, rain, blah, blah, blah. You get fucking snow. You get snow. So we had a bit of snow. But every time I looked on the news, it's always a big dramatic picture. And I always say this, and I always mean it. Go to fucking Russia news. Russia have it 100 times worse than us. Go to the Antarctic. They have it 1,000 times worse than us. Every time you get a bit of snow, a bit of rain, a bit of wind, Armageddon is on its fucking way with the news. That's why I avoid the news like it's an STD. I avoid it like it's a fucking STD. I avoid it like I've got a fucking war on my dick hole. Can't stand the fucking news. And that's why I can't stand the fucking news. We have just got today a little bit of snow. Armageddon is on its fucking way. What the fuck? What the ultimate fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? But it is what it is. So I'm going to talk about a few things on the way. Talk about some movies. Move some shit out the way, what I've got in the fucking way. And so on. Why not? Why not? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about films. Carry on talking about movie tests. And find new things on the horizon. Why not? Why not? So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I had a bit of snow today. It was my day off work. I'm back in work tomorrow. Can't wait. Um, and so on. But I'm just happy now. I don't have a back bag on the wall. People must have thought when they saw me, my room, I was going into rich stuff. I'm going into devil worshiping. I'm going to sacrifice a beautiful woman. I'm going to stab her 8,000 times, more times than Norman Bates. Then I'm going to strip off. And then I'm going to have my wicked Ray. No, I'm not that fucked up. But yeah, people would have thought I was into rich stuff or something with that back bag on the fucking wall. So I thought, fuck it. That's why I just got, I'm not going to sew it again. I've sewn it twice. I got one of them things. It sucks the air out of your room. I'm happy. I feel like a new man. Well, I feel like I've got a room now what's worth sitting and looking into. Before I was scared of lying into it and fear me dick gets frostbite and chops off. But, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm keeping busy and I'm going to find things to do on the reg. So I'm going to talk a bit about poll tams. And I was going to do like I said I was going to do. I'm going to keep talking about my favourite films of a certain era, whether it be the 70s, whether it be the 80s, whether it be the 1960s, or so on. Why not? And then after I talk about my favourite films, I may talk a little bit more about James Bond. I've talked about actors who was going to get offered the role, and for certain reasons they did not get the role. My next one I'm really looking forward to doing is singers, what we're going to sing the songs to certain Bond movies you would not believe. There were singers out there who were really, really good, really, really great, was really going to sing the songs to certain Bond films and never got the looks of it. The sing producer thought, no, not for us, blah blah. Some I can agree with, and some it's like you turned him or her or such and such a person down. It's like an example, and fuck, I'll say it when I get to that one. And it was the original song for Never Say Never Again, the one off Bond film. Everyone remembers the song, Never, never say never again, never, never say. Well, that was not going to originally be the song. It was going to be sung by a different artist. If you would have heard the original version of that song, it's like, I love Sean Connery, right? And technically, I miss Sean Connery. Damn good actor, very unestimated actor, my favourite Bond actor, and so on. The list goes on. But he turned down the song, what originally was going to be paid for Never Say Never Again. If you'd have heard the original artist who was going to sing the original version of Never Say Never Again, you'd probably think, what the fuck was Sean Connery smoking? To the version what we did get. And I remember saying this, there was a guy who did a YouTube video with the opening, or the ball, you know, that dumb barrel opening. You get the Bond theme, and you've done like a Sean Connery look, and he shoots, and you got the blood coming over. And then you get a little bit here, there, and everywhere. I like that. And I also like the fact they had the original artist sing the song Never Say Never Again. Now, it originally was going to be sang. And it shows bits of Sean Connery's adventures when he was playing Bond, you know, from the 60s. So I like the way that was done. And I felt that would have been brilliant. That would have been fucking awesome for Never Say Never Again. But because of copyright and all this, even though technically it's not a Bond movie, we can show 007 fine in your face. We could have to name James Bond, but we're not really allowed to show the fucking dumb barrel and the blood. We're not allowed to have the bum 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 bum. We're not allowed to have that. We can't have a fucking fancy picture or an art thing with a drum doing a tropical dance with the song. So instead you get a fucking middle-aged man running around with a couple of fucking buses with the most irritating fucking song I've ever heard in my life. So if you'd have got the original version of Never Say Never Again, it would have been good. But I'll talk more into that when I talk about all the songs, what originally was going to be sang by original artists, what I felt would have been a hell of a lot better than the ones we got for the Bond films. Some I can see why, others I can't. I'm then going to talk about films I like, films what I think are hidden gems, and I'll probably talk about unestimated films what I don't think get the respect I feel they deserve to get. And then we'll talk about films that I think are overrated and I think are a piece of fucking dog shit. But that's what I'm going to do during the week. But into them people, it's going to be a fun roller coaster ride. Into them, be smart, be safe, See you later.